It's going to be a solemn day as the co-host of Kidd Kraddick's morning radio show go on the air without him.
Fox 4's Saul Garza is live in Las Colinas this morning with more. Saul.
Yeah, you know, the rest of the Kidd Kraddick in the Morning show crew, they said that Kidd would have wanted them to continue to go on the air today, and that is exactly what they're going to be doing in about an hour or so. At 7 o'clock this morning, you know, fans are already out here, outside the studios here in Las Colinas. They'll be bringing flowers all weekend long, as you can see those folks, cards, messages. You know, a lot of folks saying, of course, that he will be missed. Kidd Kraddick died Saturday of an apparent brain aneurysm at a golf tournament in New Orleans. These are pictures from Desiree Cotton Photography, taken hours before his death. Now, he and the rest of his team were there to raise money for his beloved charity, Kids. Kidd Kraddick was a fixture on morning radio for 20 years here in North Texas on 106.1 KISS FM. His show also syndicated and heard in more than 70 cities. Now, there's one North Texas family especially touched by Kidd Kraddick himself, and that is Julie and Marco Saldana here, who you all are familiar because Lauren followed you around because of a double lung transplant. By the way, Marcus, you're looking great. But tell me about Kidd and how he touched your lives.
Kidd, I'm coming here to pay respects to one of my best friends who I'm getting close to over the years. I was at 2008 Kids, and ever since then we've kept up so much. The same guy that you hear on the radio is the same guy that he is when he's not on the radio. He's just kind and funny and smart and just all around just was a good guy, was a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah, once the trip was over, that wasn't it for him.
No, it wasn't it for him. He kept up with us, and whenever they would have some kids, fundraisers, we always volunteered to help, because this trip, what it did for us was, we wanted to pay back and help Kidd out. He does so much for everybody else, so we would volunteer, and he had our phone number. He's always texting Marcos just to check on him. That's the kind of guy he was. I don't know if he ever slept, because if he's checking up, giving us a few minutes here and there, then, he just touched so many families, and ours is just one of hundreds and thousands of people, I'm sure, that are his fans, that are his friends. Mornings will never be the same without him. He's a very unique person.
And you were with him, last couple months ago on your birthday?
Yeah.
Came to your birthday party.
Just a month ago, I was at my 16th birthday party, and he didn't tell me. He had texted me because we texted each other. He had texted just, hey, how you doing that morning? I'm like, oh, I'm good. I just didn't think anything of it. Well, at my birthday party, he stops by. He's like, okay, I don't have much time, but I wanted to say hi and give you a little something. And he gave me some really cool sunglasses and some stuff, because he loved, every time he would visit me in the hospital, he'd always get me a toy or a gadget or something like that was always really cool. So he says, I don't have much time, but I wanted to say hi and see how you're doing, and I wanted to give you this, and happy birthday, buddy, and love you. And so just the last time I saw him.
Saldañas, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And those are the types of stories that we are hearing out here, and that we will be hearing later on this morning. Again, at 7 o'clock is when the rest of the Kidd Kraddick in the Morning show crew will be speaking and doing their show here in Las Colinas, which is where we are live this morning. Saul Garza for a good day.
Yeah, so tough. So many stories. All these kids have great stories, and great to see Marcos. He's looking good.
Yeah, I just wonder where the guy got all that energy.
He kept in contact with every kid. Like you heard Marcos say, even though that he was a kid's kid years ago, he was still in constant contact with him. And that's just one family. I mean, he did that with so many others.
Right,
so.
right.
Oh, and Kidd Kraddick, as it's been 22 years. He spent bringing joy to terminally ill kids, like we saw Marcos there. His Kids charity brought children and families on trips to Disney World in Florida. They had so many good stories to share. One woman hopes those running Kids will continue the legacy left behind by its founder.
And I pray and hope that they continue on to do it for the kids, because not only is it a blessing for the kids, but it's a vacation for the parents.
Saturday's event in New Orleans raised more than $16,000 for Kids. funeral plans are still pending for Kraddick. As soon as we get more information on that, plus any updates on the story, we will pass them along. We also have updates on our website, myfoxdfw.com.